When Superior Spider-Man got a call from J. Jonah Jameson asking him to supervise the execution of the villain called Spider Slayer who had recently killed Jonah's wife, Otto gives him his word and therefore pulls up to the Raft prison the next day alongside his Spider-Bots to ultimately ensure that the Spider Slayer gets executed. And so as expected, Smythe would begin making his moves to escape the execution by unleashing his very own bots. But Otto and Jonah were both ready for that as Otto activates his bots and heads out after Smythe to basically cut all his routes of escaping, forcing him to fight him. Smythe therefore releases multiple villains who he knew badly wanted revenge on Superior Spider-Man. Jonah, however, just wasn't gonna stand by and watch his wife's murderer get away as he then disobeys Spidey's orders and runs out to get in a suit of his own, offering Spider-Man some distraction to get back on his feet, where he then tells him that he brought him here to ensure Smythe's execution and thus wants him to do everything in his power to make sure that the guy is killed today by any means necessary. And so after hearing that, Otto leaves to handle the villains, only for Smythe to send Scorpion after Jonah and the rest of the guards to kill them, expecting that Spider-Man will go and save them. But instead, Otto shocks him by not making any jokes as he then goes after him, stating that his only goal tonight is to slay the Spider Slayer. The two begin fighting it out while Scorpion and Vulture are trying to kill the civilians but end up miserably failing due to the Lizard having a change of heart and actually taking them both down. And so after getting his tentacles ripped off, Smythe surrenders, telling Spidey to put this persona aside and begin negotiating the lives of the hostages, to which Otto basically responds by continuing to rip his tentacles off till he was seemingly dead so that he could go save the lives and take down the villains himself. However, when the whole thing was over, Jonah, Spider-Man, and the guards will go out to breathe in some fresh air, only for Smythe to show up, revealing that his consciousness is still alive. Spider-Man will take him for one last trip where Smythe would actually try to swap his mind with him, only to realize that he is too late because this is Dr. Octavius who had already pulled this plan. Spidey then takes his dead body out of the water, but on the way home he reveals that he has a voice recording of Jonah ordering him to kill Smythe at any cost, which he ultimately uses to blackmail Jonah into using his status as the mayor of New York to give him the entirety of the Raft prison for him to use as his own headquarters, aka the Spider Island.